A closer look at the 2026 budget proposal from the White House. Now, under this proposal, the defense would get an additional $113 billion for a total of more than $1 trillion. That's a 13% boost in funding. Meantime, money for the national parks is down $1.2 billion from last year, a 38% cut. This year, the parks had a little over $3 billion in federal funding, and that makes up 0.05% of the annual federal budget. So here's a breakdown now of the proposed cuts by President Trump. The National Park Service operating budget would be cut by $900 million. In the budget, the president says the National Park Service's responsibilities include a large number of sites that would be better categorized and managed as state-level parks. National Recreation and Preservation grants, those could be cut by $77 million. The proposal says many of these grants are supported by state, local, and private money. We could see $158 million cut from the Parks Historic Preservation Fund. The budget says many of these projects have matching funding at the state, local, and private levels. Now, under this proposal, the White House says the budget would continue funding projects in partnership with historically black colleges and universities. Construction, it could be slashed by $73 million and maybe transferred to the local level. The proposal says the president's deregulatory agenda will ensure that the Great American Outdoors Act funding for construction would go further than ever before. President Trump signed the Great American Outdoors Act during his first term. It provided up to $1.6 billion every year for 5 years for public land projects, including national parks, forests, and more. More than 16 billion people have visited our parks since its inception back in 1904. Park visitors have gone up by an average of about 3% each year since COVID. So let's take a look now at the breakdown of those numbers. $331 million last year, $325 million in 2023, $311 million in 2022, and $297 million in 2021. The next round of government funding is set to expire at the end of September. While presidential budget proposals are largely symbolic blueprints, it's something that could impact the next round of funding talks in Congress.